Welcome back to Second and Short. It is Monday, July 15th, 2024. I actually made a mistake in the intro last week. The All-Star break begins now. I said that because I thought it started on Friday. Doesn't. So we just decided that, because I said that, the Braves should go out and win the series against the Padres, which happened. Shout out Travis d'Arnaud.
2 d'Arnaud bombs.
Yeah, that's what we wanted. And he stole a base. Pretty insane. But yeah, we got a bunch of stuff going on. This week, we've got the All-Star game. Of course, we have the Euros and Copa America that wrapped up. Spain won the Euros. Me and Luke will obviously talk more about that on Friday's episode. We've obviously got the All-Star break. What?
English or Spanish?
Shut up. English. Just kidding. Spain won the Euros. I don't know who's going to win the Copa America. I think are they halfway through the match now? Have they even started? I thought it started at 8. Oh, I forgot it. Yeah, I got pushed back because people were fighting.
I saw the Canada match went to PKs.
Yeah, but nobody cares about consolation matches.
Yeah, but
imagine going that long just for a third place medal. Get out of here. Yeah, we've got a different type of episode today. Not as much news as much as kind of the things just going on throughout the week and stuff like that. Yeah, no cake this week, unfortunately. The shot glasses are still here from me and Luke on Friday, taking a shot to commemorate the firing of Greg Berhalter. Well, commemorate, more celebrating. But yeah, today we're going to do kind of like an all-star preview. We're going to talk a little bit about the draft picks that have already happened tonight and going to talk through some of that. We're going to talk about home run derby predictions, and then we're going to talk about the all-star game and give some predictions, MVP, things of that nature. Paul Skeens is starting. Yeah, so the last episode, if you listened on Friday, this no-hitter was developing throughout the episode. And it was so crazy to try and follow along with that, and then it ended up ending right as we were ending questions time, which was very perfect because I kind of wanted to stretch the episode until it was over. Well, then that night, the MLB decided to just capitalize on the Paul Skeens talk and just name him to be the all-star starter.
That's when the Pirates pulled him while he had a no-hitter, correct?
Yes, they did pull him with a no-hitter.
Dude.
Yeah, very interesting call. I don't know. He was already at 100 pitches, so I guess, but, it's whatever. But this week, we've also got our college football cheat sheet, which I think is going to be a really fun thing to go through, put together just a list of things that if you weren't paying attention this offseason or you just kind of need some tips on what's going to happen going into this season because a lot of things have changed, just follow along with that. We're also going to be posting some graphics of it on Instagram and TikTok, so you'll be able to see it there. We're going to do a review of Receiver. It came out last week. Me and Luke hadn't watched it yet, so I decided to defer it to today. Colin's gotten through 6 episodes, right? Okay, I finished the whole thing. Yeah, I watched a lot of TV this weekend. I watched all of Receiver, and then I also watched Mr. and Mrs. Smith on Amazon Prime.
Oh, is that? Yeah.
Not the movie. The TV show that they made that's like a remake with Donald Glover and Maya Erskine.
Yeah, definitely.
Very good.
Definitely haven't seen that.
Very good. That's totally besides the point. So we're going to be reviewing Receiver, kind of talking about our thoughts on it, and then maybe do a little bit of game time at the end. We'll see. We'll see.
Just one?
Yeah, we'll definitely play one game. Speaking of playing games, College Football 25 comes out this week. I will not be playing it. Nathan will be.
Nathan, would you like to tell
Nathan,
everybody what happened?
Tell us the story.
You had a great week.
Yeah.
I did. I didn't think I was going to play because I am a PC gamer. Because I spent way too much money on a PC and peripherals, like the rest of us at this table.
Bang.
But a couple days ago, I was sitting at my house, just chilling. My girlfriend said she was going to Target to grab some trail mix for me. I said, thank you. She got home, and she bought me an Xbox.
Pretty awesome.
Shout out to you, Megan. Thank you.
Shout out, Megan. Getting all the boys to play College Football 25.
Yeah, because now I think Colin is buying an Xbox very soon.
Shh, that was supposed to be quiet.
And Grayson will be at my house way too often because he's going to want to play.
There might be some times where we record from the couch again.
While playing. It could be maybe a stream, Grayson?
We could maybe stream some.
Maybe a stream.
1v1 me, bro.
Some college football.
KSU versus UMass.
That's terrible.
I'm good. How about what about let's do KSU versus Georgia Southern?
Why not just Georgia Southern versus Georgia State?
Nah, fuck State.
It's got to be KSU versus Southern. That's your two schools.
Yeah, exactly.
kid.
ASU versus UGA.
I would say Luke gets to use
no,
UGA,
no,
so that's not very fair.
Yeah, Luke would get to use UGA, and that is. Well, I don't know how good he is. We'll see. Well, I guess he plays Madden, so he'd be fine. Whatever. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Let's go ahead and start with an all-star preview. Nathan, go ahead and pull up some of these draft picks that have already rolled through. The first overall pick, Travis Bazzana, the second baseman. First ever second baseman taken, or first one in forever. First second baseman ever taken first overall in the MLB draft is Travis Bazzana out of Oregon State, the Australian.
Fantastic pick.
He's very good.
That's who I said from day one should go number one. He's just been the most consistent hitter.
Yeah, to me, it was between him and Weatherholt. I thought they both. I thought they both worked well for the Guardians, kind of going down the road. But Bazzana definitely makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
I love that pick. He's phenomenal and had a great season at Oregon State. He batted .407.
Great's an
with
understatement.
28 home runs, set the school record in home runs. Pretty crazy. And then number 2 overall was Chase Burns to the Cincinnati Reds. I love that they're going after pitching. I was afraid that they weren't gonna.
They don't need hitters right now.
No, they don't need hitters. They have a wealth of hitters in
There's
the
no
minors, in
room.
the majors. Yeah. I love that they're going with pitchers. I guess he's the 5th Wake Forest pitcher taken in the first round since 2018. That's insane. But yeah, he's just as good as they come for a right-handed pitcher.
Joining old teammate Rhett Lauder.
Yeah,
What, he got drafted last year?
I think
by
so.
the Reds?
Yeah. And then our number 3 pick, Charlie Condon out of University of Georgia and the Walker School.
Bust.
Okay, chill out here.
We
What do you have against Charlie Condon?
We saw that super regional.
That's very true, but he is also the first Division I hitter this century to hit 35 home runs.
Nice. Didn't see that in the super regional.
That is true. He did not hit 35 home runs in the Super Regional.
I think he only had like 2 hits in the
Yeah.
super regional.
This one I'm going to say slowly. Number 4 overall to the Oakland Athletics, Nick Kurtz out of Wake Forest. Another Demon Deacon goes off the board once again. Just a phenomenal player.
Yeah.
I think that's all you can really say about top 10 picks.
Just
That
a
they were
dude that
really good.
rakes. He's a dude that rakes.
Yeah, I love that note. Kurtz brings some Anthony Rizzo vibes with his combination of power, hit tool, strike zone judgment, and plus defensive first base.
Well,
Love that
he's
review.
going to a what we say, not stable organization.
Very true. But by the time he comes up, they might be in Vegas. That'd be kind of nice.
Yeah, if I wanted to get drafted right now, it's to the Athletics.
Yeah, hang out in Vegas.
Oh,
Problem is you can't go into a casino during the season.
yeah.
It's unfortunate. Number 5 to the White Sox, Hagen Smith. Once again, they should probably be going after pitching, I guess. They might need some hitters, though.
Buddy, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's okay. He'll be in Nashville soon enough.
Also, I love that they put Cliff Lee and Dallas Keuchel in the same in the same sentence.
Yeah. And Drew Smiley as well. What a trio.
It's like great shit.
Yeah. But he joins them, fellow Razorback Andrew Benintendi as well. Isn't he a White Sox? Andrew Benintendi?
I don't think anymore.
Thought he was.
Maybe he is.
Maybe he is. I don't know. Andrew Benintendi.
They've been so
really
bad. I don't
this
even
year.
know their starting lineup.
He's been like one of the worst players in the MLB. He is a White Sox.
They're so bad. I do not know their starting lineup.
And that's totally fair. All right. Next one, though, is first baseman Jack Caglione goes to the Kansas City Royals.
Jack Tawny.
Yeah, not a fan. Wonder why. Maybe he went to Florida.
He's gonna be great.
I'm sure he will. He's definitely got to stop. What?
6'5", 250.
Yeah. No, he needs to be.
He needs to be a tight end
They probably could have used him on the defensive line for Florida.
anywhere on the defense for Florida.
Yeah, honestly. But yeah, he's amazing. I get out of here. No, that's bullshit. I'm not even gonna regard that take. But yeah, I think Jack Caglione's very good. He's definitely got to give up pitching. Stop pitching. Don't even call yourself a two-way player. Stop pitching. You're a hitter. He's a good pitcher. He's not an MLB left-handed pitcher. I'd say.
We'll see.
Number 7 is J.J. Weatherholt to the St. Louis Cardinals.
Doesn't
I
make
don't
sense.
love that pick considering Mason Wynn literally just got brought up.
Yeah.
But I could see Weatherholt ending up as a corner infielder like Spencer Torkelson did. once again, another guy that I really like. Like I said, I thought it was between him and Bazzana for number 1. He's the highest drafted WVU player ever.
Oh.
Joins some legends. Alec Manoa went
And
number 11.
I couldn't even tell you who the next
Chris
player is.
Enix. I would assume that's how you say that. I don't know. Number 8, Christian Moore out of Tennessee to the Angels at second base. Love that pick as well. He's a fantastic player. He'll be really good in that infield with Nito and Shanuel.
Yeah.
Shanuel does have a good glove. I know he's absolutely horrendous at the plate this season, but he's got a good glove. Yeah, they said the most prolific slugger in the best lineup in college baseball. That's a sentence right there. And then your first high schooler off the board, Pirates pick up Connor Griffin out of Jackson Prep,
Dude,
Gatorade
so
Player of the
good.
Year, just an absolute dog. At shortstop, he is phenomenal. He hit .559 with 87 stolen bases in 43 games. Oh my god! And he was 10-0 on the mound.
Only 9 home runs though, so
He was 10-0 on the mound with a .72 ERA.
yeah. But if you're that good, I need more than 9 home runs.
I don't think so. Not a shortstop.
Yeah, dude, 559.
Yeah, 559 is ridiculous.
Dude, it's the 87 stolen bases.
Yeah.
That just is like.
Yeah, he is.
That means if he hit a single,
far
he
and
was
away-
stealing second and third every time, and maybe home.
Yeah, far and away best high school player in this draft.
Yes.
Number 10, Washington Nationals take Seaver King, another Wake Forest Demon Deacon. Another good player. I think it's a huge reach, personally. Started out D2 at Wingate, ended up at Wake Forest. I thought he was really good. I don't know. It's not my favorite pick. I think he could have gone much later.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next, you got Detroit Tigers take the second high schooler off the board, Bryce Rayner out of Harvard Westlake. What? He does look a lot like Brock
They
Purdy.
did him so dirty by that face.
Yeah, that
Face
picture
paint.
is pretty brutal. I believe that's from the MLB Draft League. But yeah, I like the comparison to Corey Seager for him. I think they play a very similar game.
Yeah.
Number 12, Boston Red Sox take Braden Montgomery, the right fielder out of A&M. Once again, he's a power hitter, fantastic corner outfield. And A&M was really good.
Yeah.
He was a big part of it. Number 13, let's go Knowles, baby.
Tibby.
James Tibbs. You know a little thing about Pope High School?
I know.
Thing or two, maybe. Maybe 2 in a row about Pope High School. Got anything to add?
He's a great ball player.
Did you play against him at all?
Or
Or did you kind of miss him?
I think he the year right at. I don't remember playing.
All right, Unk.
I honestly can't remember. I know it wasn't the first year.
Colin's about to become Unk right here. Let's see. When did James Tibbs leave? Just look up, what was his first season in college?
Well, the thing is, I don't think he was at Pope all 4.
Was he not?
I don't think so.
I don't know. He might have not been on varsity all 4. Class of 21.
Yeah, so I think I just missed him.
Yeah, you must have. All right, whatever. Still, you didn't miss Pope. Well, James Tibbs is awesome, and he goes back to back with Chicago Cubs taking Cam Smith. What? Cam Smith also, obviously, I love him. I just like that he walks a lot. He had 44 walks, 48 strikeouts.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Has nothing to do with the logo on the chest is why you like him.
Nope, not at all. Also because he shares a name with a good golfer, Cam Smith. 52% ground ball rate in college. That's not good. But 30 homer upside is what they say if the swing comes together. Okay, nobody cares though. This is the most intriguing pick of the first round. And he was, wherever he got picked, he was going to be the most intriguing pick. It's Gerangelo. I said it correctly last week on the podcast. It's Saint Cha, I think. Saint Cha. Gerangelo Saint Cha. He's a switch pitcher. That's what you need to know. He's a switch pitcher. He's got a custom glove. It's awesome. Member of Curaçao's 2016 Little League World Series team.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I am old.
Unk.
'Cause I know damn well we watched that shit.
Probably. Yeah. Probably did. He joins Jurickson Profar as a Curaçao and Little League World Series former pure sound Little League World Series player.
113 strikeouts.
That's crazy. But he also gets whatever matchup he wants.
Yeah.
I would love to see him come up against a switch hitter. That would be cool. See who wins that fight. He also switch hit when he was in high school.
All right. Now, yes, there
Yeah,
is that rule.
they each have to declare. Yeah, and then they can't change.
This is the best pick in the draft.
It's the worst reach in the draft.
Miami Marlins.
PJ Morlando goes to the Miami Marlins out of Somerville High School in South Carolina. Look, I get it. He's a power guy. He is. Below average speed, really bad for being a corner outfielder, so he'll probably end up playing first base. I don't love the pick. I think he's a flashy pick, and I'm not surprised because the Marlins picked him, and they don't have good judgment whatsoever.
Dude, this ESPN article is just ripping him apart.
Yeah, I don't blame him. It's a bad pick.
Yeah. No. Not a first rounder,
Certainly
in
the
my
biggest
opinion.
surprise so far. See, like, what? We said the mock draft had him going 38th?
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
Sign him to a below slot bonus. Use that money later in the draft.
Yeah, I get that, but man, I
There's
just
still
I don't
so
like
many
the
good
pick.
players
There's
on the
so
board.
many better players, even at his position,
Yeah.
that are in this draft.
Oh, even the next guy.
Yeah,
Way
and then
better.
number 17, the Milwaukee Brewers take Braylon Payne, the center fielder out of Elkins High School in Texas. Texas.
So was that third high schooler or fourth?
I think it was fourth.
Yeah, fourth.
But yeah, I think that's all we've got thus far, unless some picks have rolled in while
Nah,
we've
dude,
talked.
they're drafting slow.
I don't know. At the beginning, it seemed like they were picking up the
wait.
pace. Oh, here we go. Another high schooler out of
Wait.
Texas, Theo Gillen, for the Tampa Bay Rays.
Okay.
Second baseman out of Westlake High School. Obviously big.
Wait, is
High
this
school in
right?
Texas.
Or did 3 picks just magically?
Well, I think it was just that we hadn't
Okay.
refreshed it. After him, the New York Mets take Carson Benj, the right fielder out of Oklahoma State. Taking an Oklahoma State hitter can't go wrong, I'd say, considering Matt Holliday is on that coaching staff.
But he
but-
also pitches.
Yeah, he's also a pitcher.
Who can throw 96?
Yeah, which is ridiculous. And then, I love that pick. The Toronto Blue Jays take Trey Savage, the right-handed pitcher out of East Carolina. He
What a
is
name.
So good.
What a name.
Yeah, it's a very, very good name. 15.9
As a
K
freshman?
rate, Ks per 9 as a freshman at East Carolina. Wow. And that was out of the bullpen? Holy shit. Went 18-2 with a 2.28 ERA over his final 2 seasons at East Carolina. He's a dog. Oh, wow. He was actually hospitalized with a partially collapsed lung during the 2024 season and returned to the mound 2 weeks later and defeated Chase Burns in an elimination game in regionals.
Dog.
Holy shit.
Dog.
Okay, well, later in the episode, we'll come back and kind of talk about some of the other picks that have rolled in if they're interesting.
Certified dog.
What do we think so far? You're a little bit more well-versed in
Yeah.
MLB draft type things than me.
No. It's a pretty solid draft. Definitely some like great picks. Like we said, like the first 5 picks are great. And then toward the end is getting pretty bad.
Yeah, and I don't think many people had this as a highly regarded draft class.
But I'd like to see a lot of high schoolers coming out of this first round.
Yeah, and that now that this is kind of the world that I'm in with the high school prospects, it seems like that's going to be a trend. The next couple of years, there's some heavy hitters. Next year, we'll see Ethan Holiday come out. We got a couple of guys out in California that are killing it. Texas, of course. Got quite a few big names to look for. And, obviously, that's just the first round guys. You get into the second round with some of these high school prospects, and you're picking 18-year-olds that could be up by 20.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you might be hitting on some gems down here late in these rounds because there are some fantastic players as you keep going.
Absolutely.
All right, let's talk home run derby. So, the first thing I gotta say is that I absolutely love this new format. Obviously, I haven't seen it play out on paper. It looks phenomenal. There's no seeding until the the quarterfinal. So everybody has to figure their things out. Then they get seeded based on how many home runs they hit in the first round, which is awesome. Now, the field, I think, is really good. Gunnar Henderson leads this whole thing off.
Sneaky.
Sneaky, very much could win this. But then again, it's not sneaky. I think he has the most
Yeah.
home runs out of
Could
the whole
also
group.
fuck his swing up.
Yes, him. There's two guys in particular that I think could fuck their swings up, and it's Gunnar and Bobby Witt.
Yeah.
And I don't like that because I don't think Bohm's going to take it as seriously as some may think. And so I don't know if he's even willing to ruin his swing.
Yeah.
If he is, the Phillies might
But
be
you
fucked.
have the two young bucks who are going to go out there and try to, put on a fireworks show.
Yeah.
Dropping that hit, everything.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah. And I think they're also just really going to want to put on a show.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the big thing.
I think Gunnar should just bat from the right side.
We'll see. Pete Alonso, of course, is here because
It's
where
his
else
World
would
Series.
he be? Yeah, this is his World Series.
He trains.
Which, once again, I'm done saying that because then I you know how we literally talked about it last week? Shitter Sanders literally comes out and he goes, every single week, every time somebody plays us, it's their Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Shut
no,
the fuck up.
he
No,
was
it's not, dude. Every time somebody plays you, it's like the fucking, I don't know, the Holiday Bowl. Like, dude,
They're
nobody cares.
Talking
You
about
suck.
talking about KJ Jefferson down at UCF. That's who Shader was talking about.
Yeah. All right, man. UCF should have won a fucking national championship, so I know you'll get nowhere close to one, Shador.
So
But
Pete Alonso, and then next we got Bobby Witt.
which I think Bobby's got a chance, but like I said, I think he could fuck up his swing.
No one has a chance to this next guy in the field.
Yeah, Marcelo Zuna is about to come out here and just
Big
beat the
man.
shit out of some baseballs. And the thing is that he doesn't have to change his swing at all.
No.
It's just how he swings.
Exactly.
So I to me, he's my favorite. Obviously, very biased, but it's also because I've watched him the most out of this group.
Yeah.
He's the guy that I've gotten to see the most out of, so I believe in him because I know that's how he swings.
Yeah.
Next, Jose Ramirez. I think for sure he's gonna have an Ohtani showing. He's just gonna hit good hits.
He's gonna hit the gaps,
Yeah.
hit some doubles.
Hit the gaps, maybe pin one down in the corner. Like that's just what he does.
Hit some
I'm
hard line
interested
drives
to see
up the middle.
what side he's gonna hit from.
Let's see. Where does Globe Life favor?
Globe Life's just big.
I think it favors the left side.
I can't remember. I feel like they have a relatively even.
I guess it depends
No.
who's pitching to him.
It seems like the problem is like it's very. I would probably say you'd want to hit to left. I guess. I really can't tell.
Definitely not center.
Yeah, I think. Oh man, that's tough. I'd probably go right just because there's that bit of an alley there in left.
Yeah.
But that is kind of an easier corner to hit as well. That's a tough
Listen,
one.
it's gonna be based on who throws him BP.
Yeah, I think so. And you could always be like Adley Rutschman and switch.
Go one round one way.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Which Adley definitely should have stuck to the right side for the whole derby, and he would have won
He
probably.
would've. Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty even.
it is pretty even. Yeah, just don't hit it to center. That's the big deal.
I don't think, what is it? Right has a wall, doesn't it? Like a little.
Yeah,
bit
I
of
don't
a
know
wall.
how tall of a. Yeah, pull up that picture over here to the left, Nathan. Oh, okay, it shows it. Yeah, so right does have a bit of a wall. I don't know. I think that's going to be a tough one. I don't think this field favors people like other fields do in the past.
Yeah, get us out of Coors for a
Yeah.
home run derby.
Yeah, well, remember like Progressive Field? That was
Yeah.
such a weird one because it's like obviously it's so favorable,
Mm-hmm.
and like half the field is lefties, half the field is righties, and you're just kind of screwed. All right, who else is in here?
Adolis Garcia.
Yes, Adolis Garcia, who I don't hate. I think he could do well.
I mean, we saw his showing last year.
Yeah, and I think he was really good.
Yeah.
Um,
Next guy, I don't think he doesn't have a chance.
yeah,
Teoscar Hernandez.
he might though. Like he's
He's
good at
sneaky.
just barrel the ball.
Sneaky. He's got a quick swing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think Teoscar could give it a run. I think the guys that I'm looking at that could just maybe underperform would be Jose Ramirez just because he's too good of a pure hitter. I think Bobby Witt, more than Gunnar, could underplay or whatever, play below
think Teoscar.
expectations. And I think Teoscar as well. But that's not to say that these guys can't just show up because look, these are MLB hitters.
They're MLB
If they need to hit a
all-star
home
hitters.
run, they can hit a home run.
MLB All-Star hitters.
Yeah, that's the big thing. So
We're just two podcasters. We don't know what the fuck we're talking
yeah,
about.
that's true. You've hit some home runs in your day.
Yeah. So have you.
Not many. I did hit one off Nathan though.
Hey.
That footage will come out, whether I have to just post it standalone or not. I don't care what you have to say, Nathan. Yeah, no shit. I can't hit a home run in an MLB ballpark. All right. Home run derby. Okay, so who's going to win?
The bias is telling me
Yeah,
Marcell
me
Ozuna,
too.
but
I almost don't want him to win.
if he doesn't, I hate to say it, but I'd probably go Pete.
I'm going to go Alec Boehm. I think he's just dumb enough to swing for the fences.
I just hate the Phillies.
I hate the Mets as well. I hate Pete Alonso more than I hate Alec Boehm is what it comes down to. I hate the Phillies more than the Mets, but I hate Pete
So
Alonso
Marcell
more
just
than
needs
Boehm.
to win it.
Yeah, Marcell needs to win it for sure. I'd love to see Marcell versus Pete Alonso in that championship, and Marcell wins it.
No, a sick championship would be Gunnar versus Bobby.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
like, bro.
I think those two are going to get compared to each other, or not like compared because they play rather different, but they're going to be rivals
Yeah.
for a long time. Both AL, both shortstops. It's going to be a rivalry for a while.
MVP races are gonna be crazy.
Definitely. All right. Well, then I guess we'll talk a little bit of All-Star game. Nathan, can you pull do we have like any other confirmed starters yet? Or not starters, but I mean like the lineups, because obviously we know Skeens is going to start for the National League. Freed got the call up to replace Ranger.
I don't think Chris is gonna pitch.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to pitch, which is probably best for him. Reynaldo's there, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. We could probably see him for an inning.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate that. I know the Pirates are really happy that Skeens is starting though, because it fits the schedule for him, and it keeps him in the starter mindset,
Yeah, absolutely.
which is probably a big thing for them, big concern of theirs. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we've got the starters list. We still don't have the starting pitcher yet for the American League.
Should we try to predict the lineups?
Yeah, I don't think it's really that big. I think Jerks and Profile will probably bat leadoff in the National League.
You think so?
Bats leadoff at the Padres.
Profar then Marte.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Is Profar a switch? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
No?
Maybe.
I can't remember if I don't know what side. I literally watched him play today.
It's all right. You know why? Because we have a producer right here that can figure that out.
That is true, but he's not.
Not really doing.
Jerks and Profar, which side of the plate is he hit on?
Not really doing his job. back
Yeah,
there.
dude. This guy lacking off.
Surprised he didn't misspell Profar.
Yeah, that's fair.
Jergy. Probably cut his hair.
We're not talking about Jergly right
Sorry. I was just letting you know.
I don't care. He's a switch
Okay,
hitter.
yeah.
Okay, I was right.
I knew.
So that would be cool. 2 double switch hitters to start it off, and then what? You'd rolled
Shohei probably.
hit third? I feel like he'd hit fourth. Like he
pull
pulled
the lineup.
Yeah, maybe Bohm.
Mm.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh.
Yelich.
Yeah, Yelich or Harper. Oh wait,
Harper's
Trey
not
Turner.
playing.
Trey Turner.
Harper's not playing.
Yeah. Trey Turner.
Batting leadoff.
Trey Turner bats leadoff, and then you go Profar, Marte, Shohei.
I think I'd put Profar in the 5 spot.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. He just doesn't hit for much power.
Yeah, but I would put Ohtani and Yelich in front, and then after Profar, I would let Profar and Tatis bat back to back.
Yeah, I like that. Is Harper not? Is he actually not playing?
I don't think so.
I thought he was already coming back.
Maybe he is.
I thought he was good to go.
Good chance.
No telling. Yeah, it's hard to pick an MVP because it literally could be some dude that comes in like the 5th inning and hits a home run. So like you never really know.
Marcell Ozuna
Maybe Marcell Ozuna.
wins the home run derby and then hits a walk-off home run
That would be fucking sick.
off Emmanuel Clase. Is Clase in it?
Mason Miller will probably be the closer.
Yeah, he handed off Mason Miller.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure Clase is there. I think he leads in saves, but yeah, it's hard to preview the All-Star game.
I just want to watch it.
Yeah. Well, and look, I'm gonna be cognizant of the fact that there is no pitch clock in the All-Star game. Because last year, I didn't realize that. And I went into it being like, all right, I'm cool. 2 hours, 15 minutes. We're going to be done. No. 3 hours later, I was like, this fucking blows. Like, I love the pitch clock now only because of the pacing of the game. It's so nice. So I'm going to go into the All-Star game this year with a little more of an open mind and just understand that it might take a while. So maybe I'll just do some work.
Hashtag let players wear their team's jerseys.
Agreed. Yeah, fuck All-Star jerseys.
I'm so tired of all. They get worse and worse every year.
One team, whoever's the away team, wears their team's away jersey. Whoever's the home team, wears their team's home jersey. Done. And you wear a special hat.
Yeah.
That's all they need. Like, that's it. What the fuck was that? You might need a special hat. Probably called a helmet. All right. Yeah, baseball is over.
The Braves just picked their...
Who'd the Braves pick? Cam Caminiti. I love that pick a lot. Very young for the draft. I think he's only 17 still.
Left-handed pitcher. I love it.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Because there's probably a good chance by the time he comes up, Max Fried and Chris Sale both don't pitch for the Braves.
Yeah.
So we're going to need some lefties. Yeah, I like that pick a lot. Any other enticing picks that have come through, Nathan? If you could pull that up real quick. Last things, though, for the All-Star game. My All-Star game MVP, I'm going to go with Paul Scenes because he's going to strike out the side to start the game.
I told you that before we started, bro. All right, I'm gonna glaze him some more. Bobby Witt Jr.
Of course. Certified Bobby Witt Glazer.
Absolutely.
You think you own the Buccaneers. How much of a Glazer you are.
That's enough for you. Zip
Glazer
it.
family joke.
Zip it.
I'm wasting time for Nathan to pull these draft picks. Oh, play rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ah.
All right, you're gonna have to go to YouTube to figure out who won. Other than that Colin went, ugh. Oh, okay. Yeah, Vance Honeycutt goes off the board of the Orioles, of course, so he's gonna be up next year and killing.
Bro, the Orioles minor league farm system just gets better and better.
It really does. What is that?
06?
Damn. I'm Unk. Nathan's looking at me because he's 7 years older than Caminiti.
Nathan, you're old as shit.
Yeah, dude. I think Nathan's about to walk off. Yeah, dude, his birthday's not until August. Like, that's huge.
You say he's about to walk off. It's past his bedtime. He's going to bed. How was that Captain D special today?
Yeah, I was about to say, bro ate 5 hours ago. It's 9 o'clock.
Got that fish sandwich again.
How are those hush puppies, dog? This man's leaving.
I'm curious where the closest one is because the one on 92 closed down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's one.
The one on 92 closed down. Did it not?
No, it didn't. It's
I'm
back.
thinking of Dairy Queen.
They closed the Dairy Queen.
I'm thinking of Dairy Queen.
All right, enough doxing ourselves.
Oh, shit, my bad.
Nah, it's fine. People already know. They know where each of us went to high school. All right. Then let's move on from baseball here and
no.
Let's shut up. Let's do this college football offseason cheat sheet. This took me about 4 hours to put together, so
it's gonna take me.
You better be happy.
1 minute to not read.
You don't have to read it. I'm going to talk through it. All right. So we're going to start off with conference realignment. Obviously, that's the biggest thing that kind of happened this offseason that leads you into looking into everything else. So we'll start with conference realignment, and we'll start with the Pac-12. It's gone. Pac-12's done. It is absolutely gone. Everybody left except Oregon State and Washington State. And Oregon State and Washington State will now play Mountain West schedule, which is weird. I would assume they'll probably end up somewhere next year, and the Pac-12 will just go away, or the Pac-12 and the Mountain West will just merge, and they will just join the Mountain West, maybe? I don't really know. The Big 12 added a bunch of teams. Arizona, Arizona State, Colorado, and Utah, and obviously Oklahoma and Texas left the Big 12. So that's a big deal. I don't mind those 4 teams going to the Big 12, but I do think Utah's going to dominate.
Yeah.
ACC added Stanford, Cal, and SMU. I'm not excited.
Cupcake.
Yeah, definitely. I hate the travel. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, the Cal is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, and Stanford. Like at least SMU is just in Texas, but damn.
Still.
Yeah, Stanford and Cal is a brutal road trip for anybody, especially like Syracuse. Syracuse is fucked. Yeah, are you a clock? Nice. They're not gonna meet in the middle. What was that?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you for that visual aid of traveling across the country. Our next thing is the SEC. The SEC added Oklahoma and Texas. And if you didn't know that, then I don't know where you've been. There are also no longer divisions in the SEC.
Free wins.
I don't know about Texas. Alabama's a free win for Texas.
Isaiah Bond, we're coming for you, brother.
And Amari Niblack.
All right, I don't really care about him as much as I care about Isaiah Bond.
I don't know. We'll see. He'll probably score 2 touchdowns against y'all.
Amari Niblack was really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
He was. Big Ten added Oregon, USC, UCLA, and Washington. Obviously, USC and UCLA, kind of the first dominoes to fall in this conference realignment thing. They're finally joining. Yeah, this is kind of just how it is now, which is weird. I have to say, it is very weird. And there's also no longer divisions in the Big Ten. So now we don't have to deal with Michigan and Ohio State not making the championship game.
We don't have to see what Iowa.
Yeah, we don't. We have to see Iowa, Michigan, or the amount of times we had to see Minnesota play in a championship game. Purdue,
always the worst conference championship game to watch.
Always, yeah. Like I'd rather watch the Big 12 almost every time. And then final thing, the other change is Kennesaw State comes up from FCS to join Conference USA. Hooty hoo!
Yeah, I'm done.
We're gonna get fucked. I think we're going 0-12.
Probably.
Like I genuinely think that. I don't think the offense is fully.
Should we pull up our schedule to run through it real quick?
We're doing a group of 5 preview next week,
cool.
so we'll go through it then. That was fucking weird. For the audio listeners, Colin just smacked my hand. All right, that's conference realignment. Now, the big thing that is affected by conference realignment is that we now are playing in a 12-team playoff format.
Woohoo!
Very different. So, the 4 highest-ranking conference champions will be seeded 1 through 4, and each will receive a first-round bye, while the teams seeded 5 through 12 will play each other in the first round on the home field of the higher-ranked team. Pretty standard.
Got it.
Makes sense. The 4 highest-ranking conference champions is interesting because that doesn't technically mean that the Power 4 now is automatic bids.
Yeah.
If there's a group of 5 conference champion ahead of one of them, they will get the automatic bid.
Yeah.
So just so people know that. It won't happen, but just in case there's a Cincinnati that comes out of the woodworks. Yeah, no, definitely not Kennesaw State. I'm glad that you said that away from the microphone so nobody had to hear you.
Yeah.
The quarterfinals and semifinals will be played in the New Year's 6 bowl games. The national championship game will be at a neutral site still. This year it'll be at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and no conference will qualify automatically. There's also no limit on the number of participants from a conference. The highest-ranked group of 5 team will receive an automatic bid. So, if a Liberty does what they did last year, or Tulane, whatever, if any of them do that, they will be there. Most likely 12, if I had to guess. Actually, go back to that real quick, Nathan. So your first round schedule, December 20th and 21st, you'll have 12 versus 5, 11 versus 6, 10 versus 7, and 9 versus 8. I think that's going to be electric.
Yeah.
Seeing those home stadium games is going to be awesome. Then your second round is New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I think there's one game on New Year's Eve, and I believe that's the Peach Bowl. The other 3 are the Fiesta Bowl, the Rose Bowl, and the Sugar Bowl. And these New Year's 6 bowls, which includes the Cotton Bowl and the Orange Bowl, will constantly rotate every year and change between the quarterfinals and the semifinals. But the semifinals will be January 9th and 10th. So when the college football playoff championship used to be for the four-team system, that will be the Orange Bowl and the Cotton Bowl this year. And then the championship game on January 20th, which is also leads us in to Wild Card Weekend, I believe, at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
So we going?
I would love to.
If it's Alabama FSU, we going?
Yes. If it is that matchup, we will go.
You'll buy the tickets?
No.
Nathan will buy the tickets?
Yep.
Deal. You heard,
Deal.
You heard it
Nathan's
here,
buying
folks.
the tickets. Thanks, Nathan.
Thank you.
It'll be
Thanks.
an early birthday gift. It's only a month ahead.
Thanks, Unc.
All right. Now let's talk how a couple of teams have changed, and we'll start with the non-quarterback transfers. So, Caleb Downs, I know you don't want to hear this. Caleb Downs, the safety from Alabama, heads to Ohio State. Caden Proctor, the offensive tackle, who was at Alabama, then at Iowa, is now back to Alabama.
Oh.
Okay. Walter Nolan, the defensive lineman, who I believe was a number 1 overall recruit from Jimbo Fisher at Texas A&M, now heads to Ole Miss.
Solid.
Isaiah Bond, wide receiver from Bama, goes to Texas. Evan Stewart, wide receiver from Texas A&M, heads to Alabama.
Oh.
What? I guess you should do like the elephant sound. Yeah, that. Exactly. Quinshon Judkins, the running back from Ole Miss, joins Travion Henderson in the backfield for Ohio State. Jabbar Muhammad, one of the top corners in the nation, last year at Washington, leaves Washington and goes to Dan Lanning's Oregon
That's
Ducks.
going to be so scary, bro.
Yeah, and also when they play each other, that might not go too well.
Yeah.
London Humphreys, might I add, a white wide receiver from Vanderbilt, which makes sense. Is heading to Georgia, which, if he's anything like Lad McConkey,
Got to replace Lad McConkey.
certainly Kirby Smart saw something in this guy. Maybe he saw that he's not going to get a speeding ticket.
You think Kirby
or
Smart and Bill
arrested for racing in the streets?
You think Kirby Smart and Bill Belichick recruit the same way?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm sure London Humphreys has some kind of history in lacrosse.
What was his name? Like Chad Hogan?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah, Chad Hogan. He was a really good lacrosse player. I think Danny Amendola played lacrosse.
Oh, probably. Edelman probably played lacrosse too.
No. Football, 4 years, Kent State.
I'm talking about when he was little.
I don't know.
We go-
He
we
still
go-
is
we go
kinda
way
small.
back.
Oh, yeah? You and Edelnut?
Let's keep it going.
All right. Cormani McLean, corner. Big deal that Colorado got him. Now he heads to Florida, where he should have gone in the first place, probably.
Went from a shit team to a shit team.
Correct. He went from 4 wins to 3.
Maybe 4.
And then the final one, Antoine Wells, wide receiver from South Carolina, heads to Ole Miss, which is a fantastic move for Ole Miss.
2 great pickups for Ole Miss.
Yeah, very much. I know Brock's excited.
I'm good on this one. I don't see any bad.
Transfer QBs, you got Dylan Gabriel, kind of the headliner, heading from Oklahoma to Oregon. I don't really know how good of a move that is. I'm not the biggest believer in Dylan Gabriel, but he is a Heisman
They didn't
hopeful.
really have anybody else.
No, for sure. But they also did transfer in Dante Moore.
Yeah, but
But he's going to be a backup. He was okay at UCLA last year, but we'll see what happens.
I'd
Cam
rather
Ward.
have Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, me too. Cam Ward heads from Washington State to Miami. I was
Dog.
hoping he'd come to Florida State, but it's whatever.
He goes to your enemy.
Yeah, well, Mario Cristobal doesn't know how to coach, so we'll be fine. Riley Leonard heads from Duke to Notre Dame. Love that move. Probably going to end up being Sam Hartman, if I had to guess.
Probably.
DJ Uiagalelei heads from Oregon State to Florida State. We'll see what happens. I'm
stop right
choosing.
Don't jinx anything. Don't say
All I'm
anything.
saying right now, I'm choosing to just forget that he even ever played for Clemson.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Go Tigers.
Please be good. Will Howard heading from Kansas State to Ohio State. I think it's fine. It's an upgrade from Kyle McCord. Slightly. Well, I don't know, considering Kyle McCord is later down this list to a much worse team. Texas quarterback Malik Murphy, or backup quarterback last year, heads to Duke. I think it's a good move.
Yeah.
I don't love what Duke is going to be next year because of Elko leaving and Riley Leonard leaving and
But he's gonna
drafting
play.
a couple guys. Yeah, he's
Okay.
going to play for sure.
Yeah, because he had Arch Manning.
Yeah, he had Arch Manning and Quinn Ewers to deal with at Texas, so it was obvious he was going to leave. Brock Vandegrift
I
is taking
love
over at
this.
Kentucky after leaving Georgia. I love this move as well. He's a guy that I really
Dude,
believe in.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
I hope he beats Georgia.
Also, could become Will Levis. No, don't give me that look. Aiden Childs, I believe it is.
Rocket Man.
Follows his head coach, which we'll talk about in a second. Follows his head coach from Oregon State to Michigan State. Love that move. I think Michigan State's really, really having a good change after Mel Tucker. I think Jonathan Smith's going to be really good, but we'll talk about that in a second. Kyle McCord, heading from Ohio State to Syracuse. He's bad. That's why he's at Syracuse. That's how that goes. Will Rogers, making the move from Mississippi State to Washington.
Also bad.
Yeah, also pretty bad. But, whatever. Coaching changes. Nick Saban, retired. Gone. We'll see him on College Game Day. Jim Harbaugh went to the NFL. So no more Jim Harbaugh at Michigan. They promoted Sharon Moore to head coach.
That's a good promotion.
Yeah, man, he head coached half the season last year.
Yep.
Because Harbaugh cheated.
Cheater. He's gonna cheat again
in the NFL.
NFL better watch him.
It's gonna end up being Josh McDaniels.
Make sure he doesn't vape on the sideline.
Wrong, McDaniel.
No, but I'm not talking about him.
Mike
It would just be
McDaniels.
funny to see Harbaugh just rip a vape on the sideline.
That would be really cool. I'd probably have more respect for him, honestly. Kind of ballsy. Caitlin DeBoer replaces Nick Saban at Alabama. What do we think, Colin?
I like it.
Why?
Not really anybody else.
I agree. I think if there was a coach to steal last year,
it was Caitlin
it was
DeBoer.
it was him.
Like we saw what he did with Washington.
Yeah.
He had fantastic wide receivers and a quarterback that he didn't really need to coach. And but if you hear me out, I didn't really want anybody else.
That's fair.
When you think about it, I didn't really want Lane,
Yeah, that's fine.
and Lane's not going anywhere.
Yeah. What about Norvell?
I mean, he would have been a good one, but he's got something to prove down at FSU.
I agree. He definitely does. And I like him. So Jed Fish replaces Kalen DeBoer at Washington. I think that's a fantastic move. He was so good for Arizona last year.
I'm surprised Noah didn't follow him.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Noah Fafita has for us. But yeah, I wish he would have followed him to Washington. Mike Elko returns to Texas A&M, was once the defensive coordinator under Jimbo Fisher, now replaces Jimbo Fisher at Texas A&M. I love it. What just happened? What?
Interrupt. Vikings Jordan Addison arrested Friday near Los Angeles International Airport on suspicion of DUI.
Brother. He was asleep behind the wheel near LAX. Oh, my God. Dude.
Put him on the next season of receiver. I want to see how this shit went down.
Dude, he's going to be on the next season of Beyond Scared Straight. Oh, that's so stupid. It's just dumb, dude. Like, why are you even driving your own car, bro? You're rich. Somebody else can drive you.
I'll drive you. I'm a good driver. Brother.
Nathan also made the exact same sound that I just made.
And how many accidents have you been in?
All right, enough. Jonathan Smith goes to Michigan State from Oregon State. I absolutely love this. I think he was phenomenal at Oregon State. He's probably not a name that too many people are familiar with, but if you're paying attention to college football and what Oregon State did last year, you would know the name Jonathan Smith, and it's going to go very well, I think. Yeah, there's the tweet. Somebody replied and said, J.J. McCarthy had one practice. How bad could he have been? Oh, God. Okay, definitely not reading that one. All right. Jeff Lebby leaves Oklahoma as the offensive coordinator and takes over at Mississippi State, which is interesting because he used to be the offensive coordinator at Ole Miss. So that one is going to be a fun Egg Bowl when Lane Kiffin beats the living fuck out of Jeff Lebby in Mississippi State. Hugh Freeze gets a second chance in the SEC, leaving Liberty for Auburn. Mr. Mike Lawal's Auburn Tigers.
Really shouting out his name right there.
Yeah, well, he's been on the pod a couple
Yeah, fair
times.
enough.
Been in the videos. Mike, I'm inviting you on to talk about Auburn for the SEC preview.
Right now, what you got?
Well, it's not live.
Fair enough. I had the same thing.
Okay. Yeah, they're going to do nothing. Willie Fritz makes the jump from the Group of Five to Power Five from Tulane to Houston, which I guess is kind of a former Group of Five very recently. But me and Brock heavily fought for Willie Fritz to get the Georgia Tech job. He didn't, and I really wish he would have. But Willie Fritz gets a chance, stays down south, which I like, and heads over to Houston. And then last one, Kurt Signetti, following off the fantastic season he had for James Madison, and takes over at Indiana. Obviously, a bunch of other moves. Bill O'Brien is now the head coach of Boston College. Chip Kelly is now the OC at Ohio State. He literally went from head coach of UCLA to OC at Ohio State.
He just wants to win, I guess.
And he's an offensive guru, so
Yeah.
it makes sense. Also, Duke hired Manny Diaz to be their head coach. He sucks. Oregon State promoted Trent Bray. What else do we have? What else? Yeah, that's it. That's all the coaching changes. Now let's talk about some championship odds. Now, your championship odds leader, Georgia Bulldogs, plus 300 to win the championship. Odds coming from FanDuel Sportsbook.
Best odds to get a DUI or reckless driving charge.
Jordan Addison, minus 300. Ohio State, plus 400 to win the championship. Oregon, a plus 800. Texas, a plus 850. Bama, a plus 1,500. A steep drop-off after the top four. They are lockstep with Ole Miss at plus 1,500. Then you go to LSU at 1,700. Penn State, plus 2,000. I don't agree with that.
How
Drew
is
Aller's
Penn-
not that good. And James Franklin's an idiot. Can't win the big one. Notre Dame, plus 2,200. Sure, we can say that for now. And then week 4, when they lose to like a Group of 5 team, we'll be out on them. Florida State, plus 2,800. Seems like pretty good value to me. Michigan, plus 2,800. Not going to fucking happen. They might not make the playoff. Tennessee, plus 3,300. I think that is actually good value.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if they could win it all, but even if there's a bet to see if like they make it into the playoff, that's a lock.
I like Tennessee this year.
Yeah, I think they can be good. It's
all about what.
it's very much about Nico.
Yeah, what can Nico do?
It's literally all about Nico. All right, let's talk Heisman odds. Our top 5 in Heisman: Carson Beck at plus
Jalen Milroe.
750.
Jalen Milroe.
Okay, that's 3. Who's number 4?
Jalen Milroe.
Okay, what about 5?
DJ.
Okay, nice. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, bro. Carson Beck, plus 750. Dylan
Boo.
Gabriel, plus 750. Quinn Ewers, plus 1,000 at Texas. Jalen Milroe is plus 1,000 for Bama. And Will Howard is plus 1,300 for Ohio State.
That is outrageous.
Yeah, if he is even at the Heisman ceremony, I would be very shocked.
Also, I would have Quinn above Dylan Gabriel.
I think it's more just that they think Oregon's going to win a lot of games. I think that's the
Fair
big
enough.
thing.
SEC's a gauntlet this year.
Yeah, the SEC is so tough that like Carson Beck would probably be more of a favorite if he didn't have to play Texas and Alabama this year.
Yeah.
But he does, so it makes it tough. Yeah, I don't know if there's any guys that are really going to emerge outside of them. I think
Defensive
Nico
players.
Yeah, maybe some defensive players could show up.
Dude from
Like-
Tennessee.
Oh yeah, I forgot his name, but he's the edge rusher.
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter could definitely be there, but I doubt it'll be anybody but a quarterback.
Shit, I mean,
nowadays.
Caleb Downs is on the depth chart as a running back, and now that the third string got hurt.
That is true.
Is he third string now?
Maybe he might be.
Dual threat.
Yeah, he won't get a lot of snaps. Whatever. Yeah, those are your Heisman front runners, and that is the college football cheat sheet.
I like that.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a fun way to refresh our memories on some things. That way, if you don't really pay attention to college football and you're over at, a kickoff party or whatever you might be at, if
Someone
you
asks you, hey, who do you think's going to win Heisman this year? You're
yeah, and you go, Will Howard, and then they go, you fucking idiot. Why would you say that? That's exactly what the reaction is going to be, at least if you're with me. If you say Will Howard's winning Heisman, you're out of your
If you say
fucking
Will
mind.
Howard, I'm kicking you out of the party.
Yeah, bro. Take whatever you brought and leave. All right. Nathan just updated us with a couple more picks from the MLB draft. Cash Mayfield to the Padres, Ben Hess to the New York Yankees. I don't hate that pick right there. Dante Nori to the Phillies and Walker Janik to the Houston Astros. He's a very good one out of Sam Houston. Walker Janik. I like him a lot.
All right, nice.
Cool. All right. Well, that is the end of what I've got for the college football offseason cheat sheet. Now, we've got a few things down the road here for college football that are coming up. So, we got the Group of 5 preview next week.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the ACC preview, I believe, the week after that. Then the Big 12, which I don't think you'll be here for. Then the Big 10. Then the SEC. Then it's time. It's time for football, man. We're going to be talking week 0.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, very, very excited.
And hopefully by then I won't be working weekends. You know, when you get off work, we'll just be watching college football.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Roll it in and watch some Sunday.
Yeah, man. NFL Sunday is going to be real fun here on the podcast. So make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. Follow us on the podcast
Share.
platforms. Stay up to date with everything because give me a lot of things to talk about here on these Monday episodes coming up. All right. Let's go to let's talk about receiver. Okay. Let's start off from the rip. I don't think it was as good as quarterback.
No.
But I think it's also because quarterback
We
were able, first of all, we had like Patrick Mahomes, which is pretty awesome. And like there was a lot to talk about with him. Kirk was like he emerged. He gained fans. Kirk gained a lot of fans from quarterback. And then Mariota was an interesting story. You know, he was whatever on the field, but he was an interesting story to follow, especially with the late injury and then getting benched, like all this stuff. It was a fun one to follow. I think receiver was almost too crowded. And I think there wasn't a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, throw some middle like
Yeah, like all these guys are like the best.
Yeah.
Like I want to see fucking Quintez Cephas. I don't know.
maybe let's see, take out
I think you could have taken out
Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams ended up being interesting because
take
of the
out
trade.
George Kittle.
Yeah, but it's nice to have the tight end.
Then take out Debo.
I think I liked Debo though. See, that's the problem. It's hard to say now that we can take people out because we can't become attached to them.
So you want to
throughout
take
it.
out Amon-Ra?
I think Amon-Ra is probably the one to take
this
out.
was pretty basic. It wasn't really.
Yeah, and it's like I think the cool part about Amon-Ra was fighting through the oblique injury, as well as the other injuries he had throughout the year. But I think he was probably the least.
Maybe see like
interesting.
a Devontae Smith.
Yeah, like he
that
would have been a fun one.
to watch like him and Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
That
working
would-
together. Yeah, I think Puka would have been a fun. I know he was a rookie, so like we wouldn't have really known, and like he was a late round pick, so it'd be hard to
Hear me out.
predict. But he would have been a good one to follow.
Either Drake London, see him in the Desmond Ritter era,
yeah,
or
Drake
a
London and Desmond Shitter would have been awesome.
like a Chris Godwin, Mike Evans,
Yeah,
Or
that,
even-
that would have been a
or
good tandem.
Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen.
Adam
would've been-
Thielen would have been a fun one, kind of having a career revival in Carolina. I don't know. I think there was better options than Amon-Ra.
Yeah.
I think
you just can't stack the field
yeah.
because then you're like, I don't get enough.
What I did
be
like
fun.
though is that we got a lot of matchups between the players in it.
Yeah.
Which I think was fun. Like seeing like the Vikings play the Lions in that big game for the division, like that was huge.
Yeah.
And I think I don't like I said, I don't think there's a winner out of this like there was a winner out of quarterback because Kirk was the winner.
I think
coming out of
we just had
quarterback.
such a high expectation after watching quarterback.
Maybe.
and everything. We're like, oh, this is going to be even
Yeah.
better.
I think the first 2 episodes went super well because it was like
Yeah.
here is because the first episode was the Giants sorry, not the Giants guys, the 49ers guys, and then I think that was Amon-Ra.
Yeah.
I think in the first episode, and then it was Devontae Adams and Justin Jefferson in the second episode. That's kind of how you
Mhm.
get introduced to all of them.
And then it
That
just
was
gets,
perfect.
And then it just gets all thrown
everything
together.
just starts like crossing wires everywhere, and you kind of just get lost. It seemed like to me, at least.
I fell asleep during an episode. I don't do that.
Yeah, I do think it was just I don't know. It was okay.
Maybe keep it to like 3 receivers. Maybe should have kept it like to 3.
Yeah, or
and not
4.
expand it to 5.
Yeah, I think 5 was too much.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that. But
I think
I'd say that Justin Jefferson to me was the most entertaining to see.
because of the injury.
He was an interesting one to follow, but I think he had the most personality as well, and he showed off a lot of personality. He's also a guy that we don't get to see much of outside, like off the field, whereas the other guys are rather public. Like we know what George Kittle is like outside of the game.
Yeah.
We know what Devontae Adams is like.
We don't know what Debo's like.
Yeah, we
though.
don't know what
You
Debo's
didn't
like.
even
And he
know
was the
he had
fun
a
one.
kid.
Yeah, I didn't know he had a kid, but like. Amon-Ra St. Brown, we know how his life goes outside of this. Like, we've seen enough about him. So, like, they weren't as interesting to follow. But, like, Jetta's is somebody that, like, we didn't really know all that much about. And
Yeah.
so, it was a fun look into him.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I might get some hate for this, but if I have to hear one more time of Amon-Ra naming every 16 receivers that got drafted before,
It's like
No
it's
one
the greatest
cares.
thing. It's like it's the best thing he's able to do.
no one cares.
Yeah.
You're good now. Get the fuck over it.
Yeah. Look, I get it. Use whatever you need for motivation, but I don't care.
You're here now. Let it go.
Because I've seen him do it 5 times probably now.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's how he opens up and fucking
Yeah.
the show.
it's kind of ridiculous.
I was sitting there naming him with him. I'm like, yeah, you got him and him. Just like, whoa.
Yeah, I think what I would have wanted to see if we didn't change the group of guys, I wanted to see more Justin Jefferson, which I think is hard because he was injured.
Yeah.
And probably less Amon-Ra.
Yeah.
And that's nothing against Amon-Ra because I think what he did have was pretty interesting with the injury and like, but it was just like, I don't know. And like his parents were a very big part of this.
Yeah.
Mainly Amon-Ra's parents were like the big part of this. I loved Kittle. Kittle's awesome. He's just a natural entertainer. So he was fun to watch.
Yeah.
And then Debo, like you said, I didn't even know he had a kid. So like we got to learn a lot about Debo Samuel, and then he also had to fight through some injuries. So I think overall, I think I did like learn some things that I wasn't expecting to learn about what happened last season for a couple of those
And
guys.
also how beat up wide receivers get.
Yeah, like dude, Devontae Adams, that man literally said, "Get me out of here before I die," because Jimmy Garoppolo kept passing him into shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like that was bad. But then like you kind of see like Devontae Adams pretty much has like a character development in these 8 episodes where it's like it starts off and it's so bad. Like you can tell he doesn't get along with Garoppolo well.
and how he was part of the reason why Jimmy G got benched.
Yeah. He was like, they crossed it by me and I didn't say no. That's fucking sick. But then like you see like when Antonio Pierce comes in, it's like a full 180 for Devontae Adams. And that's why I think he was pretty entertaining to watch. And also you get to see his life outside of the game as well with his 2 kids and everything with that. And like you also kind of get to see like a guy considering like wanting a trade and then changing his mind. And now he's riding with this team. He loves this team. Maybe it's not the best team to ride with, but things have changed since the start of last season. And it seems like it's a much better place to play than it was.
Maybe he should go be a Jet.
I'm not opposed. I think that would be sick.
Him and Garrett Wilson. Oh.
Yeah, with Rodgers. Ooh. It'd be fun.
So yeah, we get kickers next, right? I hope so. That would be
We'll
fun
see.
as hell to watch.
We will see. Nathan pulled up something here that seems to be a review. And it says that actually I really like that last sentence. The players and their wives are obviously playing things up a bit with the cameras around. So the series at times feels feels less like Hard Knocks and a bit more like the Kardashians. I definitely agree. Because I'm now caught up on Giants offseason Hard Knocks. It's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Okay, little background on why I love it so much. Pretty much all of high school, my dream job was general manager of NFL or MLB team. Obviously, I was never going to reach that point, and I probably never will. But I'm already blanking on the name of the GM for the Giants, but seeing this process has been insane because like it literally starts like when they got knocked out of the playoffs is when this starts.
Yeah.
And it's like you get to see a pretty in-depth view of Saquon's contract situation. You literally see, like, he goes to the Senior Bowl, and he's talking to a guy that he started with in the league with the Panthers, who's now the GM of the Panthers, and he goes, literally unprompted, the GM of the Panthers says to him, 2 firsts for Brian Burns? Like, that's insane that we caught that on camera.
Yeah, that's it.
And then he's like, I don't know about 2. And he goes, what about 1 first and something else? Like, that's pretty cool. And, like, you see that trade happen in real time. Like, it's pretty cool.
And he's like, yeah.
Yeah, and then, like, they go, like, 2 months or whatever, and then it's like they're at the combine, and all of a sudden they're talking about it again, and then it happens. Like, that's super cool. And, like, you get this moment where he leaves the Giants box at the combine, goes to the Patriots box, pulls aside their, like, director of player personnel, I think, or one of their, like, maybe their executives, and is like, if you guys are willing to trade number 3, call me. Like, that's pretty cool. And then, like, you get the inside look in the interviews with these players. Like, you get all these different quarterbacks in there, and, like, I think Drake May in that came off looking very intelligent. I think Jaden Daniels looked like he was told how to answer some of those questions. And that's not to knock Jaden Daniels, because I think he also did a really good job, like, reciting plays, whatever, the main things they're looking for in these interviews. And, like, you got to see, like, the personality of Brian Dable, which I've seen before because I saw him, like, on Pardon My Take and stuff. But, like, Brian Dable was like, I think I could run a 7-second 40. And, like, he was like, you put a plate of wings at the end, I'm doing it. And, like, all this shit, and, like, he just kept trying to say that he could, and he was like, well, what if I started, like, here? Like, could I do it? And then you see all their reactions, like the scouts, the GM, Dable, see all their reactions to the 40 time that Xavier Worthy ran. Like, all this stuff is so cool to see. So I've really liked Hard Knocks offseason. I think it's a really cool new concept that I've kind of enjoyed a little bit more than Receiver. And there's only been 2 episodes.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think it's been really fun. But
Thank you for that life story.
Shut up. I highly suggest it. If you have Max, go watch Hard Knocks offseason.
I do
with the
have
Giants.
Max.
Yeah. But yeah, back to Receiver. I think final thoughts for me. I think it was okay. I do. Obviously, anything that gives me an outside look or like an inside look into the NFL is very cool. So I'm not gonna say I did not enjoy watching all 8 hours of it, but I think it could have been better. It could have lived up to the expectations of quarterback. It just didn't.
Yeah.
What about you? What's your thoughts? I know you're not all the way through.
Yeah,
but
I'm not all the way through, but like you said, there's been some good pieces. There's been bad pieces. Starting to see a little bit more bad pieces than there are good pieces.
Yeah, and I think as you go on, it just kind of gets a little worse.
Like
Until like Kittle and Debo kind of getting ready for the Super Bowl. That was a cool part of it, but otherwise I think
it started out great, and then that's just been like just declining the whole way.
Yeah,
like you said, it's just too crowded in there.
Yeah, I like I kind of said earlier, like it seemed like wires crossed too much, and then like you end up getting tangled up. Like that's how it felt as you kind of go on, and you just have like, oh well, this happened, and then this happened, and this happened over here, and here.
Like, cool,
and
you get hurt. That's
yeah.
They're just like, yeah, that's how football works.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't, like I said, I didn't love it. I thought it was fine, but it's always a unique look into the NFL. I think the natural progression of this would be running back. If I had to guess,
Kicker
would be great. I agree.
Which 3 kickers?
I think you gotta go Tucker. Definitely not Harrison Butker. I think you go Justin Tucker.
Yeah.
Younghoe Koo would be cool. He's like an emerging kicker, but also biased. Man, I don't know. I feel like
Jake Elliott.
Yeah, that'd be good because like Justin Tucker kind of hits like the very good one and the veteran one. Jake Elliott would be fun. I think even like a Cameron Dicker would be a fun one.
Brandon Aubrey. I think that
Brandon Aubrey would be good.
Fantastic.
Or the Carlson brothers. What if you did both of them?
Yeah.
That would be fun.
A little crowded.
Yeah, I know. I know. All right. I think that's all for receiver.
That's all I got.
Okay. Well, then we're about an hour 10 and we can play some games.
Yes.
We'll give ourselves 20 minutes of games max. No more. You only get 20 minutes on the games.
But one game
Oh,
takes
okay. We just finished the first round. Slade Caldwell goes out of Mountain Valley High School in Arkansas to the Diamondbacks, and Malcolm Moore goes to the Texas Rangers out of Stanford. All right, Nathan, what'd you cook up for us? Are we about to get a baseball savant? Oh, yeah, baby. All-Star edition of Baseball Savant. We have to. We got 3 different baseball savants. I think that
Might
might
be 25
yeah,
minutes.
that might take 20 minutes. We'll see though. This has become very fun. I will give Nathan the credit for this. This is a fun. Why do you keep hitting my hand?
All right, so
This is an all-star.
average sprint speed, great hitter.
Bad arm.
Yeah, so, and we
Strikes
can't,
out a
we can't see the
lot.
spray chart. Yeah, how many guesses we getting? All right, cool. This is Yelich. Oh damn! I really thought it was Yelich.
Okay. I think Yelich probably a better base runner than that.
Is he that fast?
I don't know, but he's got a good jump. Chase percentage, very good.
Oh wait, arm value. So
Also, not a great batting average guy. Okay.
arm value is not great, right?
Yeah, arm value is very bad, actually.
First baseman.
Maybe. This feels.
Is this Contreras?
No, it wouldn't. It would show catcher
So,
statistics.
Colin,
if
you
it
can
was
ask me
Contreras.
one question if I can answer it on their Baseball Savant page. And it can't be their
Oh.
name, obviously. But it has to be something I can find on their
Ask how
Baseball
many
Savant
home
page.
runs.
Yeah, how many home runs?
This year, he has hit 17.
Okay. Kind of.
Is this the doubles?
Ooh. I think he's got a better arm than that.
Grayson, you still have 2 guesses. Once you've made the first guess, you
Yeah.
can ask a question as well.
I feel like this might be Adolis. Chris.
I don't think so. I think Adolis has a way better arm.
I'm pretty sure I saw that Adolis had 17 home runs when we were reviewing the home run derby.
Oh, really?
I'm pulling some Mike Ross shit right now.
Sure. I'll go with Adolis Garcia.
It is not.
Oh,
do you have your question ready, or you gonna take some time?
I don't.
Ask for a certain rank in a stat. You can ask for.
Is he starting?
You know what is something that I could ask? Who did he play today?
Who did he play today?
Is that on the base?
Yeah, it'll be on there.
Um,
Should be. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not on the phone version, but here, just tell me who it is. I'll look it up.
You could have said, is he a starter? Or is that on the Savant page?
No, it wouldn't be on Baseball Savant. I'm pretty sure it shows like your recent games. I guess I could have asked
wait.
what team does he play for.
Yep, I can collect game logs.
Okay, cool.
Oh, hang on.
I can't even think of the matchups right now. Please say he played the Braves.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just kind of
Today he played against the Dodgers.
Oh, that means it's a Tiger.
Oh, is it Riley Green?
Yeah, Riley Green. Lock it in.
That is correct.
Yeah.
It is Riley Green.
Good work.
Tigers walked off the Dodgers today.
I saw it. Is that 2 walk-offs in a row?
They had that huge comeback. the other
Because
night.
Gio hit
Yeah.
the 2-run home run.
Here's
All
our
right.
second one.
Man, we don't even see the running value all the way, but it's
Did I
really
get
good.
it? All right,
He's a
you did
really
it.
good runner. I got a feeling this is Ellie De La Cruz.
Is he an all-star?
Yeah, he's a reserve. Because he's got a bad strikeout and whiff rate, bad expected batting average, really good runner, really good. Ellie De La Cruz.
It is Ellie De La
Yeah,
Cruz.
baby.
I purposely tried to get running out of it, but I couldn't get it to where it would
Yeah.
look like more of an accident. So I had to leave it in there
Even-
to see if you'd notice.
Even range, arm strength.
I know
whip
the
and
range and arm
strikeout,
strength
Yeah.
was so hard.
Yeah.
I was like, that could be an easy one, but it'll be fun. I think the
Yeah.
next one will be good.
Okay.
Unless you guys just know.
I'm surprised he didn't do a pitcher.
Yeah, I would have expected a pitcher.
Didn't feel like it.
All right.
So no range.
Yeah, very bad range. Makes me think maybe Pete Alonso. But he'd have better power numbers.
Is this wouldn't be Salvi, would it? Salvi an all-star?
He is a reserve, but he'd have catching numbers.
So they do show
Yeah.
catching numbers.
Yeah, catchers have catching percentiles for defense or for fielding.
Not a great.
Yeah, minus
barrel
12 range
percentage.
for a catcher would be so bad.
Yeah. It'd have to be like Yasmani Grandal. He seems to be a good hitter, but not for like extra bases. He's got a low percentile bat speed. Really good at launch angle sweet spot, which is interesting.
It's not Luis, is it?
Nah, I feel like the chase rate would be way.
Remember, after a
way
guess, you get a
better.
question. And I will not give away a
Chases a
team this
lot.
time.
Chases a lot. You got anything? Because I think Arise is also a better fielder than that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think right now.
It could be a DH.
Jordan.
Nah, Jordan's got better power numbers than that. What about Teoscar? I know he's a
No,
left fielder.
I
but
feel like
no, he's
Teoscar's
got better
been had-
range.
Yeah.
Definitely got better range. Man, this is tough.
This is a hard one.
Yeah, because like it doesn't seem like he's a good hitter, but expected, ex-WOBA 85th percentile, expected batting average 85th percentile is really good. So that makes it really tough. Man. I gotta like remember who all the players are too. It's the
that's
tough
also
part
what I'm
as
trying to
well.
think of.
You could always just take a guess on someone you think it could be just to eliminate them and then ask a
Yeah.
question.
Christian Walker.
Like I
didn't
said,
make
I
the
will not
All-Star
be giving
reserves,
away
did
a
he?
team this time.
Who?
Did Christian Walker
I
make the
don't
All-Star
think so. I think
reserves?
he got snubbed.
He should have made it.
Man, I'm gonna throw one out just because I think it's possible. Is this Brian Reynolds?
It is not. And
Okay.
let me know when you have your question.
That was a bad guess because of range. But
Yeah, he's an outfielder.
yeah, he's playing corner outfield now, so I didn't know.
This Alec?
Oh, it could be. Does have good arm strength, bad range. I don't hate that. I think it's
Is that
pretty-
Alec Boehm?
It is not. You both have a question to
Okay.
ask now if you want to use it.
Can we ask who he played?
I'm not going to do anything that gives away the team immediately.
Can I get?
What would you like to ask?
I don't
You know more about what's on a baseball
I
savant page
know.
than Colin, so your question is going to be a
But
lot
like,
more
even if I
important.
go for something in depth, it's not going to help me.
You could ask like lefty righty.
That's
Can you-
true. That is
Could
at
ask
the
that.
very
It is
top of
on
his
here.
page. I just don't think that would help me all that much.
Infield, outfield. Like what position?
Oh, could we ask position?
Mhm.
Yeah, what position does he play?
He's a shortstop.
Oh,
So it's not
Col-
Gunner.
Colin, do you have a question?
it could be Bobby Wood.
Is he lefty or
Nah,
righty?
sprint speed's not high enough.
What?
Lefty or righty?
You got to ask bat or throw or
Oh,
what?
bat.
Because he could be a switch too.
Bat.
He bats left-handed.
It's not Gunner.
There's no way he'd have way better power numbers. Who are the other shortstops?
Seager didn't make it.
Yeah, who's the National League shortstops? Trey Turner? No, he'd have better sprint speed.
And he's a right-handed hitter.
Oh yeah.
Who's the reserve shortstop?
Ugh.
Oh, fuck. Who replaced Mookie?
Trey Turner.
So who's the reserve?
I don't know. I can't think of who the reserve shortstop is.
I'm glad I got one that kind of stumped you guys.
Yeah, definitely. And it's only because I can't remember who all's on the team. This is tough. Those hitting statistics are killing me.
CJ Abrams All-Star this year?
I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, also, Ellie De La Cruz is out of the conversation.
Yeah.
He was an all-star. So that takes away shortstop.
I feel like
Fuck.
CJ Abrams is an All-Star.
But CJ Abrams has better sprint speed than 81st
And
percentile.
range, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, how is he a shortstop with this shitty range?
That's what I'm saying, dude. It makes no sense. Like, this guy's got to be really bad at defense at short. I really don't know who this could be.
Who are the AL shortstops?
The AL shortstops are Gunner, Bobby. I think that's it. Right?
No, there's got to be one more. Because there's usually three. Oh, dude, this is
It's really tough.
stumped.
Did
me.
Volpe make it?
No, he did not.
Okay, good. Shit.
What the fuck?
I don't even know if I have a guess.
I don't.
And you guys already used your questions on such simple things.
I know.
Oh, no, I should have picked
Like-
something else.
Who? Okay, let's go through some teams.
Yeah,
Think of their shortstops.
Dodgers. It's not the Dodgers.
Yeah, it's not moving.
It's not the Rockies.
Mm-mm.
Giants.
Nah, I don't think so.
Padres.
Padres shortstop is Ha-Seong Kim, who didn't make it. I think he's their short. Or no, Bogarts is their
Yeah.
shortstop. He didn't make it. One of the two. Okay.
Diamondbacks is Perdomo. He didn't make it.
No.
All right, so that not the NL West.
Nope.
Cardinals. It's not Mason Wynn.
Wait, did J.P. Crawford make it? Isn't he a lefty?
I can't remember if he made it. That's the thing.
I think he did. I'm gonna use my second guess. J.P. Crawford.
That is incorrect.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck. All right, great. We're great. We're still doing this. It's not
Yeah.
Mason Wynn. Cubs.
Mm-mm. Cubs is
Dansby.
Horner. Or yeah, sorry, Dansby.
Pirates is O'Neal Cruz.
Yeah, he didn't make it.
Brewers is Willie Adames, right?
I guess I don't even know. This is very weird.
Reds is Ellie. So it's not the Central. Can't be the East unless C.J. Abrams made it, but he'd have better range.
Yeah,
Um.
Lindor didn't make it.
All right, so it's not the NL. It's got to be an AL.
Yeah, it's got to
then.
be an AL shortstop.
I don't like how he's clicking right now.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so
Oh,
AL
okay.
West. Not
It's not J.P.
Pena.
Crawford.
It's not Pena.
It's not Nito.
It's not
It's not
the
Steger.
and it's not the Athletics.
Who even is their shortstop?
Exactly.
Who is it, boys?
Give us a second. We're talking
I've
this
given
through.
you plenty of seconds.
The AL Central.
Correct.
Oh,
Did he make it? All right. Well,
I think he snuck in. No, I think he snuck in. I think it is.
keep Cray in the pocket. We're gonna go through it.
Okay. Okay.
So
Who's the Guardians? Is it still a Med? No, he's gone.
yeah, he was the Dodgers. I thought.
Yeah, last year. I don't know where he's at now.
All right. So
It's not the Guardians.
yeah. White Sox,
No. Don't even bother.
Tigers, no.
Mm-mm.
And then who's the other team?
Royals. No, it's not Bobby
Yeah,
Witt.
it's not. So yeah, it's Carlos Correa.
It's got to be Carlos Correa. Nathan?
That is incorrect.
What? Who
You
is
guys,
it?
you guys mentioned his name and said he didn't get in. It is C.J. Abrams, the Georgia native.
How is that his sprint speed? That makes no sense. How is that his sprint speed and range? That makes no sense at all. Like the other numbers, I guess, make sense, but sprint speed is just the only thing that turned me away.
I was thinking C.J. Abrams for so long.
I feel bad because I feel like I talked you out of it.
He definitely did.
All right, Nathan got another one. He got a pitcher.
We got a pitcher. for
That
you
is
guys, since
not
you
a
guys wanted
good
to-
pitcher.
since You guys wanted to complain.
And it's an all-star, right?
Yep.
What? The
So could this
fuck?
this could be a bullpen guy?
Remember one question or one guess, then you get a question.
Ooh, okay. Well, I
Ninety-
don't think it's a bullpen guy because of the Arsenal.
And 92 for average velo is just tells me it's a starter,
Yeah, probably.
but not a very good one.
But he has a really good chase rate, really good walk rate, ground ball percentage, and extension.
This couldn't be Ronaldo, right?
I think his expected ERA would be
Fried?
better. Maybe that is his fastball velo range. It's kind of that area.
Max Fried.
That is incorrect.
I know
Okay.
he wouldn't make it that easy.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
I'm actually interested to see what that pitch.
I get a
distribution
question
looks
now.
like.
Yes, you do.
Would you like lefty or right-handed, like right or
Yeah.
left-handed pitcher?
Sure.
Nathan, does he throw righty or lefty?
Righty.
Okay. Not Max Brady. I mean, it's not Chris Sale. Knock him out.
So if you get this wrong, I think you should use it. Is it starter?
Oh,
bullpen?
yeah. I didn't think about that. Or I guess we should ask how many saves is probably the better. I don't know if we'll be able to see reliever. I think I'll just say right-handed pitcher, left-handed pitcher. I don't know if we'll know if
Grayson
it's
is
a
a
reliever.
baseball savant. Jesus.
I've used it a lot. Am I right?
You are correct. It
Yeah.
does not say.
I told you.
Unless I deep dive, I could maybe find
Yeah,
it.
probably.
but-
Well,
He-
I guess
he
I could ask you how
walks
many
a
games he
lot.
started.
Or is that
Yeah.
not a lot?
Wait, where? No, he does not walk a lot. If it's red, it's good.
Okay.
If it's blue, it's bad. Doesn't have a great breaking ball. He has a really good off speed though. And he makes people chase. Oh, dude, who's that starter for the Red Sox? Hook.
Tanner Houck.
Yeah.
Did he make it?
Is he a righty?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm gonna use him. Tanner Hook.
That is incorrect.
I don't even think you know who that is.
I've heard it.
He heard his last name before.
Yeah, Hook too.
All right, Gray, you
That's
get a
not it.
question.
You could wait on the question if you want to keep thinking, but
There's no use. I might as well go ask. How many saves does he have right now? You better not fucking say it. You better not have any. I hope it's a starter, kind of. Just, I'm not gonna know all the relievers, dude. About Matt Strom.
He's lefty, I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right.
Jeff Hoffman.
Maybe.
You should.
Didn't they just get a pitcher added? Christopher Sanchez.
He's lefty. You should have asked how many wins he had.
Well, that'll kind of give us.
You should have asked him what his win loss. Like.
Nah. I don't think that
Or
would
you
help
could-
us
you
because it still could have been a reliever.
Yeah.
I think we need to know. If
But
it's a
we
starter
would
or
have been
closer.
able to
So
tell.
what was the question?
How many saves does he have?
0.
Okay, it's a starter.
Ronaldo has a faster fastball than 92, right?
I think so.
So does Wheeler. I'm not having a lot of fun on this
Me
one.
neither. I guess I didn't really think about the no saves thing and remembering that like there is middle relievers in the All-Star game.
Did Stroman make it?
I don't think so.
I kind of want to use Jeff Hoffman.
He could have gotten a save though.
I don't think he has.
It's up to you. I just think throwing 92 is a little bit soft for a reliever.
Yeah. I don't even remember all the fucking pitchers that made it.
Me neither. There's so many.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys go team by team? We'll be here until
No.
tomorrow.
I don't even. We could go with team by team and not name this guy.
That's also true.
Am I allowed to pull up the All-Star pitching?
No.
Just got a list to choose from. Yeah. Andres Munoz got added. He doesn't throw very hard.
Is he a starter?
Oh no, he's a closer. Fuck. Logan Gilbert got removed, but he still would count as an all-star.
He does faster than 92.
I know. I'm naming names, okay? Just let me do my process, man. Okay. Tarek School's lefty.
If you guys can't get it for another like minute or two, I'll give you another question that has to be related to the pitches they throw.
Just do it. Can we get it?
Yeah, sure.
Colin, you got a question about the pitches he throws?
Any question about the pitches he throws?
What are they? I'm just kidding. No. Actually, I would like to know the percentage of. Wait, do we each get one?
Mhm.
I would like to know the percentage of fastballs he throws.
Of fastballs?
Yeah.
5.
He only throws 5% fastballs.
Mhm.
It's got to be a middle reliever. Oh, or he throws sinkers.
Percentage of sinker.
You don't even know if he throws a sinker.
I know that's the sketchy part. Well, but if he asks percentage of sinkers, it's not there. If he doesn't throw sinkers,
That's true.
Have at it,
Hey,
dude.
Unless he's thrown one.
Yeah. That's
Nathan, what's his
very true.
percentage of sinkers thrown?
39.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
a sinker.
He's a sinker ball, but it's still not a crazy distribution.
Yeah. I have no fucking
Yeah,
idea.
me neither.
We're gonna sit here
Give up.
forever. Is
Yeah.
it Jeff Hoffman?
No, it is not.
Is
He was
it-
so quick with that. No.
yeah.
Because I knew that's probably who you were gonna guess because you've been talking about him.
I can't say.
I don't even know who to guess.
I don't want to.
Colin, I'll give you one more question, but you can't answer. Grayson has to answer still because he's the only one left. But you can ask one question, Colin. But Grayson can't help you with the question either.
Okay.
Like, could I ask like American League, National League?
I can't.
I mean, you can. That doesn't really help, but I guess it cuts it in half if he knows all the
Yeah,
pitchers.
I don't.
Don't have a save.
Ask whatever the fuck you want. Oh shit! This has got to be a middle reliever. I know Nathan's pulling
What-
some dirty.
What
shit
number
on us,
does he
dude.
wear? Does it say on that
It
on
should.
Baseball Savant?
Up at the top.
I don't know if that's on here.
It should be on his picture on his jersey.
The picture is not. You can't see it on the
Oh.
picture.
Is it
Another
really
question,
not?
Colin. It's not
Yeah,
on there,
it's
so
not on there,
you can
so-
ask a question.
Come on, you got this.
Who did he pitch against today?
Can't ask that He also might not have pitched today.
You could also ask numbers from prior years. Just saying.
I don't even know what to ask.
Just about any stat you can think of is here. I'm gonna keep thinking.
You can even ask similar pitchers to this player based
Oh.
on velocity and movement if you really wanted to.
Yeah, we'll do that.
It'll give you a
Okay.
year though. What? It's gonna give you a year and a pitcher.
Uh huh. All right. So I'll give you the 5 that I give you. We have 2019 Jacob Junis,
So it's definitely a reliever.
2019 Pablo Lopez,
Never mind.
2019 Jose Barrios,
It's a starter.
2020 Carlos Martinez, and 2024 Tanner Hawk.
What the fuck? Just like Tanner Hawk. That was a good guess then.
I guess.
Literally 2024. Oh
All right,
man.
good luck, Grayson. You have one guess.
Jesus. That does change some things.
Good luck, Ray.
Oh man. I don't know anybody, dude. If I was playing a movie the show, I'd have this shit, bruh. Trust. I'd know all the relievers. No,
Get Game Pass, you get it for free.
don't care. Put it on PC and I'll play it. MLB the show? I don't think it's available on PC though.
Oh, man.
but it doesn't work well.
I was gonna say
Oh,
it's
yeah,
probably
fuck that.
bad.
Bro, I don't
Just
even-
rip a guess,
I don't even
bro.
know. Fucking Reynaldo Lopez.
That is incorrect.
It is Joe Ryan.
This player is New York, or not New York, sorry. San Francisco Giants player, Logan Webb.
Fuck. I didn't know he made it.
His stats just look too funny because he doesn't throw
Yeah.
hard. He gets a high chase
I didn't
percent,
even.
but
I never
not a
would
high
have thought
whiff
of him.
percentage, and
I like Logan Webb, but that
a
was
lot of
never gonna
ground
think of him.
balls, a lot of
Yeah,
extension.
that was bad. I would assume that exhausted our 20 minutes. Sure did. All right. Well, you know what that means. The show's over. But before you leave, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, leave, turn on those post notifications. If you're here on YouTube, make sure you share the podcast with your friends, family, dogs. I haven't pulled that one in a while. Share it with whoever you'd like. Anybody who's got a phone number, Snapchat, Instagram, whatever. Send it to them. And then, of course, if you're on the podcast platforms, rate 5 stars. Give us a follow there. If you've already done it, undo it. Do it again. Helps the algorithm. And make sure you follow us on all of our social media accounts. It's all here, right down at the bottom of the screen right here. And, of course, join the Second and Short subreddit. It's r/2nd8nd short. Submit your questions for questions time by Thursday morning. They will get answered here on the podcast by me and Luke. And, Colin, is there anything else you've got for the people?
Of course.
It's 4 words time.
You thought game time was over. Toyota, California, Penguin, Cabana.
That felt pretty fucking
Wow,
random.
yeah.
That was maybe the most random we've ever had.
Can we figure out a category somehow?
No
Can you
shot.
repeat them real quick?
Yeah.
Toyota,
Okay.
Cars.
California, Penguin, Cabana.
Okay. So I'm thinking.
A penguin that drives a Toyota to California
No,
and sits
I'm
in a
thinking
cabana.
that this Toyota is black and white.
Like a penguin.
Yeah, like a penguin, and it's a rental car on a trip to
To
a beach in California
California.
where there's clearly a cabana on the beach.
That's pretty solid.
Wow.
I think that's a good connection.
Sounds like you also could be in the back of a cop car.
What?
Why?
Not that they're normally Toyotas, but you said black and white car on the way to the cabana.
That is true.
You could be getting arrested at a California cabana.
For showing your penguin. For stealing a penguin from the zoo.
There you go.
Or
That's what it
aquarium,
is.
whatever.
You're using a Toyota to steal a penguin from the California Zoo
And take him to a
and take
cabana.
him to a cabana.
Yeah.
Which is not a good idea because it's quite hot at the beach, and
Yeah.
I don't think the penguin will like that.
I don't know. There's penguins in like Argentina and South Africa.
Yeah, where it's cold.
Yeah, but it's not cold year round in South Africa.
I would imagine they migrate. They're birds.
No.
They fly.
Stop acting like you're gonna.
They
open
fly
this up.
farther south, don't they?
They don't fly fucking anywhere,
How do you think?
and they're certainly not swimming across the Arctic Ocean back to Antarctica.
Are you sure?
How do you think this
Yeah.
will taste?
You don't think they'll
Bad.
swim over the edge of the earth?
No, I'm not having this argument here. We need to end this podcast. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you follow us on everything, subscribe, whatever you need to do, and we'll catch you guys. Well, I'll catch you guys later this week. Calling to catch you guys next week. Peace.